My never I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Now, it's exactly 11:28. 2 minutes to 11:30. Yeba beka LGBT wasem. Yenu anoma mutie ka LGBT wasem a mo se eno so ne de e trumu ene ye bedi hu nkomo. Baby a trumu nsem na besi e wo baomia anase ene de ekufuado na ase. And the topic no ye treated 2 topics in one. One special piece. We will talk on a trumu ewo inkremufo afem. Mebo nyo mebi akiremu from the office of the chief imam. Na ya sa kiremu nipa and the oba Ghana ye freno eye Dela sky. Nidin ede eye den Dela sky. Onye. Abrantie we ono ena ende parliament a omugire mu maye ewo Ghana. Omu nyina akwaji atum se bese ye shemra a etia trumu wo Ghana. Abrantie we ye fene Dela sky. Ose ompene ema nanado dankwa ekufuado ensign krata no ema sebio trumu no Ghana ye nyina ye parliamentarians akohia parliament no ema embra no enye dwuma. Nti ende trumu a ekufuado enfa ne nsanhase na abrantie we ena akokort se ompene ema ekufuado enfa ne nsanhase. Dela sky oye dwuma wo city. Dela sky wo ya brantie bi a almost a journalist, almost a lawyer, almost Dela sky ono ena sebio or say or the asem na court. Now question nyina is simple. Dela sky on wine. Dela sky say oko school wa brochire ewo UK okosia law afenyo markings ene tua ne school fees. One Gabi Ochidakon ene na hwe Dela sky ewo school ewo UK. Mena woka say Dela sky we oye dwuma ewo afenyo marking law firm. Tie me. Afenyo marking adikudie ntia yi oseche mensa bonsu free ho ema edi afenyo marking ebeye majority leader wa MPP mu because afenyo marking ka kire Kufuado say trumu no oma Ekufuado ensign ene Kufuado say so obetuma ye say dwuma na ma ne nko ade a obeyi oseche mensa bonsu ede na behye ho enti mo a monya smart na mo ehu adekudie ntia yi oseche mensa bonsu no reason na eye about the anti-LGBTQ bill na it wasn't about anything because one oseche mensa bonsu one can say or retire. He never said anything like that. He was willing to lead the NPP in parliament till the end of 2024. He was willing to contribute his expertise and any experience to help the majority in parliament. MPP no. Or that sorry anopebia nanado dankwe Kufuado ne MPP so omo yine di onko yapamo no. Adentra yesi afel nyo marking on ne nim nyansa obedi MPP nim. NPP for be sorry ye. And omo say na die na esi and I'm say president ne take a decision. Afenyo marking and the oya majority leader no or no and the girlfriend Ceciana ne girlfriend her friend Selena oya dwuma okofori dia DVLA. Sa Selena no ne ex-husband omumba eye afenyo marking ne girlfriend na ne ex-husband mba omedi 3 years no afenyo marking and defend ne girlfriend no nua bema e friend JJ or de ne koti akwache nkwara na num. Afenyo marking smart tags in the name of national security. Emo konkwara ni school ko intimidating nkwara 3-year-old no adentira ne girlfriend na ka che de se ni kunu ni mpese nkwara no beba back to onu ni fie because JJ ni wo ho JJ ni be sad ne koti ahihye nkwara na num. Afenyo marking echo General Legal Council Chief Justice to Emma Branty ne ko report ye Emma General Legal Council catch afenyo marking say e was say ye twena so niema ni jai law na all ye no Emma General Legal Council ka say afenyo marking onko mema ye twena so afenyo marking na onenam Ghana ande no oye pedophile defender Abrantie na ode ne kote ehye eye Selena na eye afenyo marking ne girlfriend ne made num no sa Abrantie na afenyo marking law firm na e defend no and the afenyo marking aka pete or public aka che Ghana for say eye efutu for ento abama ni because or protect trumu a efutu for no from kwase anko baby ono emfa no ho so mo so omotoma NDC we futu a omonkotoma NDC emfa no ho ono de trumu no eno na obe defend omoto nkwara amona omo de omokote hyehyɛ nkwara enum no omo na o defend omo me be kire mo pictures me be kire mo General Legal Council de si wo ho me the evidence kire mo afenyo Markins abrantie we ono ene boa no man ko school UK and the sa abrantie no waba Ghana oye adwuma wo afenyo Markin law firm ono ene nde ye kwa sign embrasa trumu yentwem Ghana abrantie we de akokɔ se ompene afenyo Markin ene de abrantie we ka kire se onfa asem ne court enyo bia afenyo Markin ene ka kire abrantie we se trumu no onfa nkɔhye court se ne be ya Supreme Court ebe keep asem no ho na Ekufuado ontumi fa ne nsan hyase afi wo huma at no de make catch afi what ase inti connection is simple Ekufuado afenyo Markin be si ho because afenyo Markin betumi make sure say trumu na Ekufuado mpese obe sign no obe block inti de wo no ha no a game plan afenyo Markin ene Ekufuado na plan ye ena omde omabrantie we inti Dela sky we no ono ena se ompene inti Ghana yetia ye parliamentarians nyina akogida parliament ka se ye pese ye de mra ne kono abrantie we o ye dwuma afenyo Markin law firm na de akogina call se ompene ompese trumu no ye de mra beto so opese trumu no koso abrantie we ti Ghana na ne dan siwa na ye jimi sende the last guy odane dem na ejandema ye jimi because onim nyansa e wo se enko tumita TV so obe discuss Ghana nsem me connected dots na ma afenyo Markin sa branche we oye adwuma o City TV no Gabi Ochireda akon dia afi onya line no Gabi Ochireda akon ono na City TV ene dia abranche we adwuma ho as a journalist and a lawyer abranche we adwuma as a lawyer e wo afenyo Markin law firm afenyo Markin dia abranche we den eco school UK afenyo Markin adekudie ntiaman be majority leader no because na yesi oba odi na betumi block e de trumu bill no entina ende afenyo Markin boy we on one law firm no omode eye asem na court eye deliberate afenyo Markin ene sponsor ade we entina afenyo Markin time na ye parliament no oba abonte be ka kire Ghana for say we need to test the constitution, we need to test eye the law na the all you know say you had already prepared a document a branch we friend the last guy e de beko na e bia the last guy we munim no oni afenyo Markin call way back enyende on say own story where let me show you this. You see this? Afenyo Markin, the last guy we area school. Afenyo Markin, the last guy we graduate. Afenyo Markin ne kujina ne chi. Afe wo ti ase ba. Sa the last guy no ene hye echetantan no. Time all graduate from law school no Afenyo Markin ene kujina ne chi. Ono ene ko make sure say the godfather or the share no ewo law school and the last guy ni adwuma ewo City or say adwuma wo afenyo Markin law firm sa law firm na afenyo Markin di Deborah eko enkwara ni school na or de akronfo so monko intimidating kwara no afenyo Markin enti Dela we no sa case na ewo court afenyo Markin no afenyo Markin e be tro judgment no on this bill na ewo Supreme Court. I'm telling you. Today, a judge called me and said, Afenyo Markin has been told to start writing the judgment for a bill na or Supreme Court. No? He is the one going to write the judgment. Ebia unim Afenyo Markin, only boy we how far they go and the dubious politics they have done. The last guy we time or UK no, the roommate and on and share room, not or gay. The last guy knows. He shared a room with gays in the UK. Time na oye law ewo UK no. Nipa no ne wo room na oye gay oye trumu na no ne te. The last guy caused so many gay events ewo UK. Abayo bi na your friend no ama the what's her name? Girl bi na ye say yam pene mane nko Ghana law school enko ye de no. The last guy we and the cultural letter say me ma girl no. Or a lesbian intima me man be den lawyer adentina se wo se obi a lesbian sa asem we adentina wo the last guy o se obi a lesbian me mpene no man be lawyer den and the wo twa ho beka kire Ghana for say ya hye mmara se trumu no yentia no den na wo ko gina court say o mpene ema mmara no nye adwuma. These are the double standard devilish people. He knows nothing about law. Wabong. When he goes to court, they start to laugh at him. And I can show you countless occasions. The last guy way akojida court, he does not even know court proceedings and processes. Onim. He is not any genuine lawyer. Onim she. Afenyo marking and the AP piano. Because this is what they have been using this boy to do from time Mahama president. This is the boy. Boy, way or trumu on Rankasa Edian, the last guy. Yeah. All the way back in 2015, the last guy way at the John Mahama court. Adentra, Osina Obusase at the Mahama ni who kwan say obey elected Charlotte say obey EC boss. Refi. Afenyo marking and then the koye, sad the last guy way on the Afenyo marking. 2015. This is the same boy they used. Onye new to this game. They sit on radio, some are journalists. They are not. They are surrogates. They are party surrogates. Wemu na omu promote trumu no wemu. So it is not today. And the last guy afenyo marking a using a bedroom net. The last guy there, he loves it. He wants to do it. Afenyo marking and a uses city and omudi side way. Today, this the last guy or the sitting morning show. So every morning, he is in court or say on penny. The Amenewo Ghana for Yako Parliament say yene the penno. Sa boy way afenyo marking right hand man. Afenyo marking mama can't show. Obi ba yedi kote hihye de dum o defending nipa na ode de kote hihye nkwara enum no afenyo marking akofo obi yere e na o use mbra against nipa no afenyo marking akofa tax some national security akọ afenyo markings ekuro bia anka ya bona suma to atwere this anka owura parliament. No judge in Ghana should allow afenyo marking to stand before him or her afenyo marking or crazy. He does not deserve to even be living on the streets of Ghana. And this guy, a Kufuor, diabolical, a foolish guy, he has brought Afenyo marking to lead parliament. The reason why a majority leader is because of this. And no, no. Into the last guy we know, and yet and then or started Saturday week, Mr. Richard Sky has dragged President Mahama to Supreme Court to seek interpretation as to who should appoint the next EC boss. So all that they were doing, this is the same tactics omu use here time and omu pese omu tu Charlotte say nientia and you can say go be the petitioner come Kufuor. These are the people. The last guy no kasanko for no omu na omu kuku petition omu say oh yeah they come chief justice my chief justice the president and a president say oh a man for petition into my mempam Charlotte saying this is the guy. Yeah, kasa a man for be a den o kasa krobia bi yesi a man for be informant. Omo say kro sanko for Russia ye chi omo ye bu omo kom omo ye dangerous. They can sell a nation just for peanuts. This is all the way back in 2015. Not only Afenyo marking a court, and there also a lawyer or Afenyo marking law firm. And this is what they were doing. So they started cooking, and then the Omasaba say, "Oh yeah, court omo boa." They don't want a Kufuor. So the last guy and then also on penny, and we Kufuor on sign. And the last guy now away the one man or say or no on penema na na do danko Kufuor on sign. So we share the last guy come they send come. Time I know UK no call gay events. LGBTQ for events no call and send come no kala and send come no. Me see na the roommate or the UK. They are born too. And then omo abehye book echi e Ghana say omo journalists, omo lawyers, omo boa. They don't want you people to pass the law. Memetiano parliament ehye mrama Ghana for a parliament e kire say Ghana for nyina ene support I cannot sit and say adia Ghana for nyina edi omo representations akano me I'll go against it. Inti yen nyina ka etiabo mo parliament your representations say yes no. The last guy mo hwe ne kom e gave for ahoma ne dan kom no satan o UK no. He has been doing this so. Inti the omo ye say ye de akokot no omo mpese mo be Ekufuado be sign mra no. Afenyo marking on be mada. Afenyo marking on be mada. Afenyo marking or practice it. Judge for on afenyo marking no moda. Afenyo marking or practice it. Inti mo wa de we vague keke. Then suddenly Ekufuado so mpel say Mensa Bonsu. Busa won some crawl. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why Ekufuado said Mimpo say Mensa Bonsu. Na afenyo ni tipene or say Mensa Bonsu in politics, in governance, in parliamentary proceedings, any activities. No. Especially at this moment where you need your parliament together. You need your parliament together. Ekufuado say or say Mensa Bonsu or church Mensa Bonsu onko fie. Afenyo marking simbra how? Because of LGBTQ, anti-LGBTQ bill. Because I catch Ekufuado say penny and Ekufuado sign and Ekufuado said this is what I want. Because Lord Komi obon kwarato e Jubilee House. Ekufuado ne nana JB Dankwa ne nua bema ye nyina yenim story no. Enti it is Gabi Munyina, it is there Oforia Tamo. Enti the last guy we na muhunu no. Why ya dey away from UK no be Ghana. This is the time. Now, I'm in show idea. The law firm afenyo marking law firm na afenyo marking Ekutu and Associates. 3D Lindsay Park Achimota, Gulf Hills Street. Ne office no. One of the last guys we juma. Now, JB Dankwa first son, Ekufuado, ne nana first son. Enye ni nua, ne nana first son. No a gay. And to what you are seeing, no, mama ninya one out to Ghana say, hey, dear Nekosu, Dabio, they have planned it. Into this guy, and the other assembly court, any interpretation be appeal or stopping no on per se be pass him rano. I have your marking. And the senior judge be from catch them and say, Kevin, after your marking has been instructed to write the judgment for sa case na court no onye na extra judgment omo wi omo pick judges omo betena so yeti krom ha ubehu judgment no mesi minuti krom ha you will see the judgment and asema ono the last guy e kan na say or say now utie afenyo marking and the asema or country parliamentar and the bemu hu dots no be free ba afenyo marking said or say as a leader of the house I want to make it clear that the legislative process of the anti-LGBTQ bill remains incomplete. On solid authority, I can confirm that Parliament has not yet transmitted the bill to the president at this point. Or say, or the leader of NPP or Parliament. Or person catch them Ghana for say, or no, or ne catch them, or mo fa krata biya come president and sign bibia. Or say, or the MPP for leader of Parliament, or the say Sinibu catch them say, omo ye bill ni wie no, wo kuta bill no, on fa bill ne nkoye, on fa bibia nko kire Kufuado. Enti busa won say e de Kufuado hu say case ni court. E na and the Sami Jemfi e busa MPP for no. Because case no and then you filing or court. E den na Andre Chie Kufuado ka kire say case ni court. How did he know? E afenyo marking e na ahihye we nyina. Afenyo marking he defends pedophiles. En kofo a omu repu nkwara e de omu be ma and na afenyo markings defend you. Afenyo markings became the leader not because he was credible, it is because he came to do this job. Ne juma oba so be ne enie.
That the issues that members went through several amendments, it has to be tidied up. And then thereafter, the clerk would have to authenticate it. And after the authentication, the speaker would have to certify It's when all these are done that the bill is forwarded to the president for his assent. As we speak, as a leader of the House, I can say on good authority that we've not completed the process. So the public needs to know this so that a certain impression is not created out there that Parliament has transmitted the bill to the presidency and all.
Oh, we are not catching Ghana for say, anti-LGBTQ bill wouldn't have been rejected. Sorry, would have been rejected if MPs voted secretly. What did you can or say? Sa bill no trumu bill no. Sa mrana na ye pass here and say Kufuor sign or say. Or no afenyo marking. And kon any MPP for the nyina buy na nkomo to aba no secretary and kasa bill no can pass da. We efutu for the buy or see and or sakache efutu for say omo fom kwasi ankoda baby na ono support trumu anti dia ono na bie na no kan you afenyo marking to me catch the constituency say omo fom kwasi ankoto baby na e dia say o support trumu a omo pa omo ntuntia no afenyo marking etumi gina parliament ebie na no etumi kasa asem no e ma otumi sa kase omo MPP for no se nka omo nyina beto aba na omo to no kukuo ma nka omo nyina be make sure say sa trumu no omo ngi ntumi se emra enhye anka omo be jegum afenyo marking o se oye Roman ni o se o represent efutufo ne o mahemfo asofo we efutu ne constituency e Christopher enkofo ye nkremofo mo efutu omotoma akwa we o se emfa no ho monfa mo kwase ankoda baby nti ono o stop it o matrumu akoso ayedien afenyo marking no kwase ampanyi we gina parliament hihye mra mawo. The NPP majority leader ejina parliament ka say the constituency efutufo no say because of support trumu no meto etia na omuntu ntia na omofo kwase anko. Mr. P, get me the caption free and son of say me twan Toronto obi aso o se so no oba block trumu no e ma make sure say Kufuor nsan na efutufo beto etia no in 10 months a emfa no ho mo na mo yan kwasiafo amode ne baaye mo na mo agimi muna munim nyansa muna mu ye hiafo muna mu yankwasiafo amonte politics ase ono abedu nkran wenya no ho wenya sika into mokwasia na mudi gu efutuo na moye MPP for no ono ose emfa no ho ono o support trumu na oye kwasia oye ohene kwasia mpanyi oye busia panyi kwasia mpanyi oye asori panyi kwasia mpanyi na obeto etia na ono ne back case mame nchro asebo kan no mame nchro caption no I did not bring the story. Mr. P, get me the story. And nintina wama Dela sky akọ court say pese obepini se nanado danko Kufuor ede ne nsa be hyasie where ekosi nyina ya afenyo marking enu ntina obeye majority leader enu ano no bibi foforo bia ni hobiem. Now mama nkyerem another interesting thing oba inkremusumusu a something that I need answers. Mr. S, I need a story. I need it before I move forward. I want to show them afenyo marking. Thank you very much. This is afenyo marking. In fact, ono ane kaye or say mame fanchire efutufo no mo amoto abama no say yejimi. Afenyo marking say I don't mind if the people of Efutu vote against me because of my stance on the matter. Or say efutufo ono emfa no hu. Tumu no ono ojitum no. Samba 20 na yemu amokwasia na yemu ono emfa no ho ono we take stand anything o ma the last guy oye dwuma on law firm akose me Kufuor sign on court. These are the people omo Christopher omo the morals. These are the wemu obi tie futu sem ya MPP ni me Christo ni wagimi ohene bi tie futu bon ho samra hene afenyo de ye be invite nsisi obo se ahemfu bi di nachi and wadi matem masofo no wadi matem the use of afetu efutu osemo yankwasiafo na wo after 2 years kura ko Dela musa wo to ama MPP wagimi. I am telling the Futu youth, you know, mo amwe futuna mo de politics mo ni so ejimi for mo ndwene politics ye no mama kwasi ampanyi wakwa na akoto so yi machine no abesi toilet no abesi police station fia bi na obomo yerenom obomo ma osoro na osesa police ni soldiers abego tata mo ejimi nti na osoro no tenkran o oya MPP ni o ose ono se oya gay no all support na mo mpena asema mo fam kwasi anko no mo ntoma ndisi enfa no ho enye na me kan yo afenyoma akini bi na no kan ombra bontembeka se meboa afenyoma kin say asem we enyo ne kan ya ochena ombra parliament beka se meboa Monday on the press conference on to me nka because ono na kan now my uncle in Kremofo on the side na menchira ma DB and me be phone lines no it's going to be very short. Now the bia ye busa sa asem good evening Chief Imam. I know by this time the Chief Imam is asleep, so on that so he's having a quiet time and praying. Ye nyina ye de honhom ene ye do eta Chief Imam chi. Now for some time now ye busa MPP for any omo flag bearer ba Omia say Mahamudu Baumia Trumu asameke will stand in the scene with Gina Biane Dien, we in Kribuni. Opa na wompe, eno no. Also, Beso be the president, we in Kribuni. In Kribuni, I would mama bofoma, usro Allah. The 5 pillars of Islam, Obompire 5 times a day. A simple answer. Ebesin de Mahamudu Baumia kananwatum. Me push the office of the Chief Imam. Me pushing penifo me yan Kribofon penifo scholars. Why are you people not asking Mahmoud Baomia's stance when it comes to Trumu? Eba Bema Trumu Baomia hina wajina. From Chief Imam's office to the last Muslimi wa Ghana, Obia Yedin. Now, enche bia ena eye inkremufo shia ye. Trumu LGBT issue eba ye. Chief Imam office make statement. In fact, a young Kremofon penifo ka say Trumu no a idea bia sebio Ghana yempe omon Kremofo de almost stance no. This is what they said. Let's listen. Maybe ana menchira ma DB.
That is what we are faced with today. The things that LGBTQ plus is advocating are things not even the animals would do. But that's how far lowly we have been placed. So in short, we are all holding on to the government of the National Chief Imam, and we are all pushing along with him so that this bill is passed to fly us in this country away from that state of lowliness into responsible conduct. So we as Muslims are not mincing words that we are all for it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to support us and to throw the lights ahead of us so that we follow and help all Ghanaians follow the lights away from this filth into responsible conduct. So we as Muslims are not mincing words that we are all for it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to support us and to throw the lights ahead of us so that we follow and help all Ghanaians follow the lights away from this filth. Amen.
So, Tama, Trumu Samabaya, no, the Chief Imam's office, Chief Imam Notuo, release a statement. Actually, we are seeing now say they are not going to mince words. They are going to hold on the garment of the Chief Imam to fly to let Ghanaians and the world and Allah to know. Say about Trumu, they are not going to mince words. They are against it. These were their own words. They said they were against it. The Chief Imam's office. And we all know that the Chief Imam's office is against Trumu in Ghana. Chief Imam in Kremo former Ghana in video way. Now, we are talking about Chief Imam's office. Did they go further to make specific statements about people stating their stance? And let's listen to the Chief Imam himself and the interpreter Arim Yao.
That is what we are faced with today.
We should not
be ungrateful to God for the favor that He has done to us. Because showing of ungratefulness to Him can bring to us some calamity.
an halakar da su saboda shi.
God has destroyed other nations for practicing this very abominable thing.
Da wannan ya zama muna wa'azi.
And that must be a warning and an admonishment for us.
Sauran addinai duka sun kyaman wannan abin.
All faith have frowned and have abhorred this kind of practice. If we as a nation now approve or accept to do it in our country, it will generate for us some calamity, some worries will beset us. And the calamity, the misfortune that will befall us as a result of this negative bad practice will affect generations after us. Allah has spoken to the people of Mecca of old. No. No.
ياتيها رزقها رجلا من كل مكان فكفرت بأنعم الله فذاقها الله لباس الجوع والخوف بما كانوا يصنعون. Allah ya gwada butulcin da aka yi da ya wato ni'ima suka butulci ga abin da Allah ya musu.
Allah has made reference to a certain people who showed ungrateful attitude towards him, and what befell them has also been made clearly. They suffered God's wrath.
Allah
desires that when he chooses you for his favors, you will show gratitude to him. In one of the chapters in the Ilafi, that is a reference to that Allah has made his favors to the people of Makkah, and he requires that we show him gratitude. Similarly, in the chapter of the spider, Surah Al-Ankabut, he also made reference demanding that humans must show gratitude to Allah after he has favored them with his grace. What did Allah say? No.
أَنَّا جَعَلْنَا حَرَمًا آمِنًا وَيُتَخَطَّفُ النَّاسُ مِنْ حَوْلِهِمْ أَفَبِالْبَاطِلِ يُؤْمِنُونَ وَبِنِعْمَةِ اللَّهِ يَكْفُرُونَ.
Allah is indicating that he has favored them as the people of the city of Mecca. They are able to rise up in journey from Mecca, city of Mecca, and to travel to the city of Yemen. And they rise up and they travel to Syria. That journey that they do, they are able to go in peace and harmony and come back in security. Nothing bad happens to them. But the cities that surround them at the time were suffering so much of conflict and war, and people were being snatched and people were being killed. But in their case, they are able to undertake their business journeys. Because Mecca is not a place where vegetation grows. And so therefore they are able to travel to those areas where they can till the land. They are able to make the trip peacefully and come back in security. Nothing bad happens to them. That was God's favor towards them. What was Allah's expectation of them? He was expecting them to show him gratitude. Therefore we Ghanaians, Allah has been favorable to us. Just watch. Look at the countries surrounding us within the sub-region. Don't you see that they are being killed as a result of war and conflict? And we in Ghana here are in peace and security. There are so many shades of grace. If we are not grateful to God for a certain kind of favor or grace, this particular grace and favor of peace and security, we are duty bound to be grateful to God. We are grateful and we commend the leader of parliament, Right Honorable Alban Bagbang, for his firm stance against the LGBT and in support of the bill that has been placed before Parliament. And I have been told there are about 8 MPs who have also who raised the issue, and other leaders of Christians who have also risen strongly against the practice of LGBT. We are grateful to you. We are grateful to you. May Allah increase the peace of our country. Amen.
Amen. Chief Imam, now the question here is, Chief Imam called on the government to state its position on LGBTQ. So it means that we also have to demand from Bawumia, he needs to state his stance on LGBTQ. So why is it said till date, the Chief Imam's office, led by Arim Yao, who is the friend to Bawumia, why is he refusing to call out Bawumia to state his stance? Because the Chief Imam himself clearly stated that the government should state its stance. The Chief Imam stated that he has heard that some parliamentarians and some their religious bodies and leaders are supporting the anti-LGBTQ bill. The Chief Imam was calling on the government to state its stance on this. So why is the Chief Imam's office refusing to call Bawumia to state his stance on LGBTQ? Who in the Chief Imam's office is preventing Bawumia from telling us when it comes to Trumu ehina wojina, who in the office? And the question goes to Arim Yao, that man who was interpreting what Chief Imam was saying in Hausa or Hausa in English. He is the man who is in charge of the Chief Imam's office. We are asking the Chief Imam's office, why have they refused? Adentina omun release statement and country Mahmoud Bawumia say on also stating the stance on LGBTQ. Why are they failing? Adentina Chief Imam's office is not bold enough to do this. Because the Chief Imam was bold enough to call out the government. The Chief Imam was bold enough to state his stance. The Chief Imam was bold enough to represent the belief any Onuankasa to tell us where he belongs. Why is the Chief Imam's office scared to call out Bawumia? Say Bawumia also yen kremoni a wo Chief Imam ase. Una wo pe president di. Wo yen kremoni te semia Chief Imam kura or Chief Imam no. The Chief Imam kura no has stated his stance. The Chief Imam who is closer to God than you has stated his stance. How much more you who want to be a leader or a president, who in Chief Imam's office and stopping Bawumia from telling us his stance about Trumu Ahwana? Who is doing that job? Huh? Who is in the Chief Imam's officer on Pesa Bawumia be stating the stance? How difficult and the TSA Ube releases statement to Bawumia for him to come out publicly to say, I am a product of Islam and I am against this or I am for. Arim Yao na Okasa Chief Imam Chino. Adentina he's not leading this. And why is the Chief Imam's office not releasing a statement? There is a problem. Last me catch them Ghana for any minimum kremu for especially. Me bu some questions we sa bedru hande because of the way because politics has made its way into the office of the Chief Imam. The NPP Bawumia Arim Yao, they have been able to manipulate the Islamic religion in Ghana. Me bu some questions we na every time me bu say Diana will be doing say metain Chief Imam and na metam kremu sum, I can say on authority. And God in his own wisdom knows. Say Chief Imam, by Allah's grace, Ochina Wansoria, it is a blessing on Ghana. Because Chief Imam has lived a life. Every single day is a blessing. He has been able to intercede. And even the Quran, that is the word of God, has said, if God does not even give you the opportunity, no man can intercede for you. So for Chief Imam to be able to even intercede on our behalf, it means it is only God who can give that room or that order. So it means God hears him. God listens and hears what he says before the blessings and whatever we get from the Chief Imam because it's all Allah who is the interceder. So all my chance nipa entumi njinemu maun into Ochina say Chief Imam Nyankopon to suffer na. We are not supposed to cry. We are supposed to say Allahu Akbar because Onyankopon ene nim de ye. Onyankopon ene de na bedru ha. Onyankopon ene je de ope. Now the question here is, send the Chief Imam Owua, who is going to be the next Chief Imam of Ghana? Me say, I am asking these people who are protecting Bawumia in the Chief Imam's office. Chief Imam, whether we like it or not, he has pleased the eye of God, and God has heard his prayer. He has nothing to lose. He is just praying for Ghana, praying for himself, praying for his grandchildren, praying for the Islamic religion, and praying for favor, for God's favor to be on us. The question here is, more protected by Umiana, more Arimia, more Chief Imam office war. The Chief Imam office and Islamic religion air politics. What is stopping you, Arimia, and the Chief Imam's office and the Islamic body, the Islamic Council, from releasing a statement asking Bawumia to state his stance? Because Chief Imam has made it clear his stance and the stance of the office. What is stopping you people? And I end there more politics. I'm the Chief Imam office. Bawumia and the MPP for almost saying krimusum no. Me busamu mo ende mun kribu for more Ghana. I'm asking you a simple question. Do we know anybody who can succeed Chief Imam in Ghana today? Today, if Chief Imam, Allah in his own wisdom, Efrena, who is going to be the Chief Imam? Because Mahamudu Bawumia MPP, Omo Bowra the office of the Chief Imam, Omo Bowra Nkremusumu, Omo the politics abeshem, the Nkremusuma Ewa Ghana and the Jinanai Bakoso, it is limping because of politics, because Arim Yamo, they are doing serious business with the word of Allah. It is dangerous. And sometimes people might not like me. They might think I'm being too harsh, but these are critical questions we need to be asking. Because Ekufu Adede Bawumia about power, Mahamudu Bawumia Neyere Estati Wura the Chief Imam's office, any Arim Yamu business, that spirit that holds the Islamic religion together in Ghana has been taken away. They have infiltrated the religion, and the religion has been what we call a business, because some people are doing politics with it. I am not a Muslim. Most of my friends are Muslims, and if there's one religion that I respect and revere, it's the Islamic religion, because at least they be a mekachiremo pepe ni awabodam kurano na enye ne acknowledgement of God, and no die onfen diagro. So pepe ni ejimi kura saying wabodam saying onye nipa saying, when it comes to acknowledging, say Allah is his creator, and he will give the relevant reference to Allah onfen diagro. At least that one he hold on to it. So with that, I respect but we cannot make some people out of selfish interest destroy the peaceful religion. Nipa or suma onyankopon enya botra chichire yentumi mabawumia nsɛ no. Two questions here. Why is the Chief Imam's office and the Muslim Council not releasing a statement questioning Bawumia, asking him what his stance are? Eye Bawumia adena nkremufo mpanyifo omo council any Chief Imam office adena mumbusa nse wo ye nkremoni abeso be di president. They be also ye nkremoni. Yenhwe also ye nkremoni na eba Trumu a ugina he. What is stopping them? What is stopping Arimiyao from asking Bawumia? The second question that you people don't want to hear every day, because people have hijacked the religion. And the Onyankopon Kokuruku Allah Awosro Eton Safri Chief Mama, who will be the next Chief Imam of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, my job is simple. My job is to explain the truth to you. My job is to guide you to know the truth. My job is to support the truth with facts. I've asked two questions. The religion is more important than human ambition. We can never, as Islamic students, Islamic young men and women, we can never, as Muslims, put human interests ahead of the interests of Allah. Bawumia is not greater than Allah. Mahamudu Bawumia and the MPP are not bigger than the religion. Politicians are not bigger than Allah. We should not make that mistake of making politicians' interests bigger than the interest of Allah. Because He is the omnipotent, He is the merciful, and He is the beginning and the end.
Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo